Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to the KwingsLetsPlays channel, and it's time for more Detective Pikachu live. Just a reminder, this is a live Let's Play, although we do have the chat open, but there's a little bit of a delay with it. I don't really understand why it takes a bit longer to get your comments, but we do see them. This is recorded live in front of you guys, so instead of being a pre-recorded Let's Play or a versus Let's Play, this is happening live in front of you guys, sitting on your couch. And it's like you're in our living room with us, so come hang out with us. Make sure you subscribe if you're new and hit that bell if you're old, so you can be notified when our videos arrive. So today, we're going to be... Come on, game. There we go. Today, we're going to go back to the GNN place and maybe solve a case or do something else.
Ooh.
And I'm having little problems with my voice box today, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the gravelly Pikachu. I will do my best to do most of the voices, but it hurts. Alright.
Yeah, Jocelyn says, I love that deep Pikachu voice. It's cute.
Hey, what? Magnemite escaped? I think it was somewhere in the studio. That would explain all the static in the footage we received. Oh, we need to split up and search the studio then. Do you think you could help us, Tim? Of course. Let's go, Pikachu. Just one moment. The studio is a big place. Without a plan, we could be searching all day. What do you mean? What do you want to do then? Well, let's get the Yanma to help us. If a camera gets close to Magnemite, it'll start showing interference on the screen. Oh, I see. Do you think we could use the cameras, Hiro? They might help us find where Magnemite is hiding. Of course. I'll leave it to you, Tim. Thank you very much. Can you hear me, Yanma? Yan. I want you to film around the studio as I tell you to. Yan. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, there's our footage. The area with the most interference is backstage. Come on, let's go say hi to Magnemite.
Yep, if you need me to do Pikachu again, but...
No, I'm okay.
Oh, Magnemite, there you are. Tim, come here. I found it.
There it is, just as we suspected.
Yep.
They can finally start filming now.
Why are you causing everyone so much trouble? You say it's Perugli's fault? Well, I guess that's only fair. It did steal your place after all. It probably takes after that Olga woman. What an obnoxious duo. We've gotten a good tour of the studio, right?
Yeah, I would say we got a good tour of the studio, Pikachu. Okay, since you found Magnemite, all the cameras should work just fine. Let's go to the studio then. Yeah, don't want to miss Karina's big moment. You should head back to the dressing room, Magnemite. This is it. A nuisance of the Pokemon case was closed, and the rehearsal began.
Wow, that's a rowdy audience. Except there is no audience.
I guess that's the magic of television, right? Oh, we're starting.
Hi, everyone, and good evening. I'd like to welcome you to Maximum Music. As always, I'm your host, Max, and... Max! That's not right. This is Chatot. So, today we have...
We'll introduce the guests tonight. Thank you very much. I'm Olga Ellison, and this is... my darling Perugly.
Oh, Chatot, our show's being taken over again!
Wonderful work, Perugly, dear. Well, shall we get the show going? So, coming up next, a very special guest, a violinist you all know and love,
Here she comes now.
Miss Karina Mitchell.
What are you doing? Clap harder!
I'm clapping as hard as I can.
Good evening.
And cut! So, Karina, smile a little more. Don't forget that, okay?
He's right, you know. You've got to be more confident, otherwise nobody will care.
Now.
She obviously doesn't get it. It's her modesty and humility that add to Karina's charm.
It seems like a lot of work to be on TV.
A lot of work to be on TV, huh? Try being a YouTuber. Hey, but I have some good news, people. We found out we've been on YouTube 6 years with this channel. We have 33 videos that are over 1 million views and 67 videos that are over 500,000, which means that the Kwings are not a one-hit wonder, and most of those actually aren't Disney Infinity. We have Ninja Turtles, Batman, Spider-Man, all kinds of stuff. So YouTube is actually willing to work with us to get our channel back to where we were. And please speak English, because I can't really see what's going on when the chat's like that. I can understand Japanese, but I can't read it, so...
Yep, someone in the chat says, that's a weird-sounding Pokemon.
It's a very weird-sounding
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can...
Yep, and I'm doing great, guys. Thanks so much for asking. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. And I just went and looked at a new store that was open, like, kind of in the same area as where I live, and it was packed with people. It was a new Target, and I picked myself up a pair of $4 cat ears somewhere in them right now. I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Meow. I picked myself up a pair of cat ears. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to take a selfie when I'm out again and
Have
show
to
you
take a
guys.
selfie?
Yeah. They actually don't look, they kind of look like cat ears. And my cat looked at me weird, so I don't know.
Thank you for making tea. Oh, nice job out there, Olga. You still got that rapier wit of yours. Olga.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. What do you mean by that? Are you saying I'm not nice?
What? No, I just...
Humph. Maybe you should start taking your job more seriously yourself. Come on, Perugly dear. We're going.
Oh, man, she's got a temper.
What was that? No, I'm just kidding. Get out of my way.
It's Olga's voice.
Oh my gosh.
It's a voice impression. It's really amazing. It has the same tempo and everything. Oh, right. Yeah, there's no secret or trick or... I've got it. Huh? What? Chatot is responding to Max's signals, Tim. Try stomping your foot down. Like this?
Get out of my way.
Wow.
That's what I thought. You noticed Max set his foot down earlier too, right? That was his cue to have Chatot mimic Olga. Oh, I get it. He'd send signals like that to Chatot and have it mimic the voices. Well, I guess I'm found out. You're pretty good. Are there any other signals you use? Well, yeah, but I'm not going to give them all away. Where's the fun in that? I'll head back to my dressing room now. Ta! Okay, that's interesting.
Oh no, somebody in the chat says Spider-Man is moved to 2019.
Oh no. Well, we'll still be looking at some Spider-Man games, and we're going to be working with a mobile company to look at a new Marvel game. It already released, but we got the memo a little bit late, but that is the other mobile game we'll be working with. I believe it's called Strike Force. I think the next rehearsal is about to start. Let's go ask Hero. Although we won't really start getting the content, guys and gals, until sometime in April, because we're pretty busy with some stuff at the moment.
Yay. Knight Russell says, I've watched your videos since I was 8 and I'm 10 now. Thanks so much. But he said for Nightwing01. Thanks very much, Night King Russell.
Yeah, this is the channel with all the viral videos. I think we have like 15 viral on the 01 channel. This is the mega channel, though.
Finally, the rehearsal started. I'm glad Max seems to like his usual self, too.
Was something wrong with Max?
I don't know why, but he seems a little bit down over the past few days. I was getting worried.
Do you think something was bothering him?
Could be, but he was back to his usual self today, so maybe it worked itself out?
Okay, so that's that. I guess we'll just have to talk to... Let's see. Whoops.
Nothing to worry about, Tim. I'll still continue my work as a detective, even if I do become a star.
Alright.
Whatever,
That's
Pikachu.
interesting. I actually was watching someone talk about this game online today. They said if you run into trouble, you can ask Pikachu for help. But I think we just talked to Pikachu, and it didn't seem like that was very helpful, but...
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes he's helpful, and sometimes he just brags about himself.
Oh, Olga was sure in a foul mood. I wish she would keep her personal matters out of the workplace. What do you mean? Well, I think something happened between Olga and Karina. Olga was against Karina being on guest on the show right up until the bitter end. Oh, I see. Olga's famous for being a music critic, but her main job is a violinist. She might know Karina from that line of work or something. Interesting. Let's talk to Karina. You're up, Amber.
Yes.
You were amazing, Karina.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Tim, I'm sorry. I feel so embarrassed.
Please don't be. Just do the same thing next time.
Thank you. How am I supposed to smile naturally? I hope I don't mess up on the real shoot.
Just look at me. That'll give you something to smile about. I'm sure you'll loosen up as you do rehearsals. Yeah, I want to see Karina's natural expressions. Okay, that's all she has to say. Oh, here I thought he was all work and no play, but he seems like he knows how to cut loose. Cricketoon! A true musician entertains his audience no matter what. Well, you certainly talk big. Cricketoon! This is the first time you've been surrounded by so many cameras. Well, I'd imagine it's pretty different from performing on stage. Okay. Kiddo. Huh? Are the checks coming along? Sub-control? They're done now, no probs. Great, let's move on to the next rehearsal then. Are you ready, Tim? No, I want to talk to Friend Zone. You! Heartbreaker, where is she? There she is, Amber.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tim, what did you think about witnessing your very first rehearsal?
It was very interesting. I didn't know, that's how TV operates.
I'm glad to hear that. I bet Mr. Clifford would be happy too.
Now that you mention it, where'd Roger go? Roger.
Oh, the two of them went to the sub-control room to check the footage. It's really important to go over every step of the plan before we actually start filming. Sounds a little bit like gathering testimony.
Squidward, you can't type something? It's banned? Oh.
Haha, maybe a little.
Well, it seems you can type some stuff, man.
He had to make a new account.
Ah, okay.
But we'll fix it. We can't fix it now, but we'll try to figure out if that happened after the stream, but we didn't do anything, actually.
No. Where are you going, Tim? We're in the middle of rehearsal. Oh, I thought I was supposed to go talk to what's-his-face. Just told you. Great work, Yanma. Yan. I admit it, I was worried for a while, but it looks like we'll be alright on schedule. I'm glad we were able to help. I only started working with Yanma recently, and we get along fine. They love to work for a TV station too, so I guess we've got the same vibe or something. It says it remembers all the movements are tough, but the Yanma also get a lot of compliments, so it's worth it. Sounds like they all have a great relationship. Okay, what about this fool? I guess I should check the video before our next rehearsal. Well, I think we started out on the right foot. Hopefully Karina will be feeling more relaxed. I don't think she's going to feel relaxed working with Olga. Olga's kind of mean. We're in the middle of rehearsal, Tim. Okay. Yes, we're ready. Yep, ready.
Yeah, and you guys, Luke isn't typing and playing at the same time. I'm on his phone because my phone ran out of battery, so.
Yeah, that would be interesting
and
to see if I could do that.
And the cats are good, thanks for asking.
Yep, they're in the basement. In the basement where they belong.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, this is a lady? No, it's a guy. I can't tell by the face.
Well, I'm gonna put I can make the chat about that big right there.
Okay.
That's about it. 3, 2, 1. Hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot. Oh, yay, she's got her violin.
Pikachu, calm down.
Doesn't this music move you at all? You must have a heart made of stone.
Yeah. You've shown the world that you're very sensitive, so you can stop now.
Hey, Tim, do you think you could get your Pikachu to be a little more quiet?
See?
And cut! That was wonderful! Oh, you were amazing, Karina!
Thank you.
Your music is so beautiful.
It really was.
Backstage, she's humble and modest, but when she performs, she's proud and confident. That duality makes me breathless.
Not the performance?
Hear me now. I declare that one day she and I will perform on stage together.
I can't believe this. What's next?
All right, that was beautiful, Karina. Karina,
Okay. Thank you very much.
just do the same thing for the real deal, all right? It's about time we should call Olga and Max.
Oh, I can go let them know we're ready.
Great, thanks. Okay, there she goes, off on her little way.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll definitely keep your aunt in our thoughts and prayers, Eric.
Olga, or whatever her name is.
What should I do in the meantime?
Oops, there we go. All right, could you put your violin backstage for now?
Of course.
And now they're gonna shoot the show for real, I guess? I don't know. Something like
Her
that.
dress is really pretty for doing the violin.
And how's the tea coming?
Oh yeah, I forgot about your tea, Kwing.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, so now can I go to the
Lovely
control
day
room?
being around.
Where you going, Tim? We're in the middle of rehearsal. Still? Nope, nothing new here. Nothing new here. Anything from the AD? Same for me. The melody touched my heart for sure. Nope, that's nothing important. Ow. Where you going, Tim? I thought I'm supposed to go get Olga and Max. Guess not.
Ah,
That was a great performance. Can't wait to see the reactions we get from our viewers. About Karina's performance. To be honest, I was worried at first, but I guess I didn't need to be. No wonder she's a rising star among violinists. She definitely lives up to her reputation. Something just fell
That
through
was
the couch.
my phone.
You mean my phone?
I mean your phone.
Dang it.
I'll get it.
No. You might mess up the microphone. We'll get it after. Right. Doesn't she? Ha 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 ha. Why are you acting so full of yourself? About the next rehearsal. What is the next scene you're gonna do from the rehearsal? Oh, it's the scene where the assistant Pokemon gives Karina her violin. Keith went off to fetch the Pokemon, but he hasn't come back yet. I wonder where Keith has gone to. Could be that he was cornered by Olga again. Okay. Oh,
Oh, Hero!
oh, hey Karina, did you put your violin back there?
Yes.
Thanks. Now, once Keith gets back, let's start our next rehearsal. You know, this is bad.
the assistant Pokemon won't make it? What are you saying, Keith?
So sorry. I mixed up the dates of our schedule.
Oh, my head hurts. I need a Pokemon. Any Pokemon to help us out. Hey, I know. Tim, do you think Pikachu could fill in for the day?
Huh? My Pikachu?
Mm-hmm. He seems to enjoy music. I think he'd be great.
All right, if you really think he could help.
I can! You're really saving my life. Thank you.
Mine too, thank you.
Okay, I'll need Pikachu to push the cart with the violin. Right over there, to that spot with the mark on it.
That's right. And Tim, would you mind standing over there for me?
Sure.
That's where Karina will receive her violin.
You're a big help. Thank you so much.
All right, let's start rehearsal. Yanma, move those cameras exactly as you would for a real shoot.
Yan yan, yan yan.
Pikachu, you ready?
I've never been more ready. I've got this. Here's the spot.
So she picks it up here.
Watch out!
Oh, are you alright? Tim! Oh no!
Yeah, I'm okay. But look,
My precious violin!
This is bad.
Blast. I was standing right there, and I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that can be like hundreds to thousands of dollars. Oh no,
I'm sorry, the Yanma have never made a mistake like this before.
Yan Yan?
We need to stop shooting for now. Keith, take Karina back to her dressing room. Of course, come with me, Miss Mitchell. This way. Cricketoon! All right. You'll take the pieces of the violin, right? Here, let me pick them up.
That's not gonna help.
What could have gotten into the Yanma? They've never messed up their instructions like that before. Yan Yan?
Yeah.
What are they saying, Pikachu? They said it's not their fault. What do you mean? We should talk to them a bit. Okay, investigate the violin situation.
Yeah, everyone in the chat is like, no! Why? Okay.
Everyone thinks the Yanma made a mistake and caused the accident. But is that really true? Let's go see what the Yanma have to say.
Okay, we'll talk to the Yanma.
Poor violin! Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow, that's not in the best shape at all.
That cannot really come back together.
Nope.
Because it's made from one piece on both sides. So once it's smashed, it will never sound the same again.
Okay. Looks like you have your own ideas about that accident. Care to have a chat about them? Yan Yan? Yan Yan! They say they moved exactly as the staff told them to. Really? Maybe there was a mistake in the instructions themselves then? Could be. Let's go talk to the other Yanma. Okay? This Yanma.
That's funny, Keaton.
Hey, are you hurt? Yan Yan? That was a pretty heavy collision. If you're still feeling dizzy, just take it easy. You told us earlier that there was no way you'd mess up your instructions, right?
Yan Yan.
It says they followed their instructions to the letter, and it says if we look properly, we should be able to prove it. Okay.
Yan.
Oh, I don't know.
I think we've got what we can from the Yanma. Hito seems to think the accident happened because they messed up, but the Yanma said they followed their instructions. Yeah, let's try to find out what really caused the accident. We should talk to the staff members.
I think it was Olga too, Aaron, or somebody that was jealous of
Yeah,
Karina.
I'm saying it's Olga. Hey, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Good to hear. Seems like the Yanma are unhurt too, so that's a relief. The Yanma were behaving a little strangely. What do you mean? Well, think back to when the accident happened. The Yanma flew from left and right at the same time, right? Of course they were going to crash like that. Nobody on our staff would give it instructions like that. Maybe the Yanma misheard?
I will think about doing that, Keaton. I won't promise I'll do that, but it's an interesting idea.
I'm glad the Yanma are safe, but what do we do now? Seems like he's taking this pretty hard. Excuse me, if it's alright if we ask you about the accident a bit? What caused the accident? How should I know? They just followed the cue sheet Hero gave us. A cue sheet. This is the cue sheet. It has a very detailed instructions of how the Yanma are supposed to move. Let's see. The plan for camera 1 was to shoot from above, shoot from the left, shoot from the right, and then move in. That's right. Keith should have the movement plan for camera 2. He's probably happy to show you if you ask him. So the assistant director's cues, we got that. Talk to that cameraman. Should talk to this guy next. Now that was a close one. It's a small camera, but it could have done a bit of damage. Yeah, it was close shave, alright. The Yanma have never really messed up like this before, so I'm shocked. Maybe people in charge of the cameras didn't give them the right instructions? Nah, I just asked you that. This one. The new ADs tell Yanma how to move. I see. We should go talk to them too. Okay, this guy was useless. Alright, next would be you.
Today's turned into such a mess. I don't know what to do.
You gotta be cursed or something, Tim. What? Why me?
You are cursed.
Actually, I didn't see the accident itself. I was looking at the script when it happened.
The script!
Yes, the script! It's the plan for how the show should progress. You know? Do you want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
You know what a script is, Tim?
Yes, I know what a script is.
I made this script. See what a script is? See it, Tim?
Oh, do you want to look? Yeah, it's about the show itself.
You're right, it is. Do you think this is related to the accident? Could be. It doesn't have much on the Yanma cameras, though. Okay, script. Awesome.
I like her for a love interest for Tim also because she's quiet.
Are you okay, Tim?
Oh, I'm sorry. Now you care? I thought it was friend zone. Sorry to have worried you.
No, she has to pretend to care to keep up her popular image. That's how those girls are! Alright, I'm done. Alright. I'm glad you're safe. Yeah, right. And it looks like Pikachu wasn't hurt either.
Yep, not even a scratch.
Sorry. I'm back in character. I don't know why the accident happened. Yeah, right. But I think it's gonna be hard to keep filming. I wonder what Hero will do.
Okay, let's go talk to Hero. No, that's Yan Yan. Go away. Hero. Oh man, what to do? Sounds like he's not doing too well. Yeah, I hope we can help out in some way. About the accident. Are you alright? Not really, but still, I've got to do something. Why do you think the accident happened? Let's see, I can think of a few reasons, like the Yanma misunderstanding the instructions of Hoot Hoot Signal being delayed. The Hoot Hoot Signal? The Yanma rely on Hoot Hoot Signal to start filming. It could be that the connection with the sub-control room got disrupted by Magnemite. Come to think of it, you were talking to the sub-control room during the rehearsal too, weren't you? I didn't notice anything strange though. I can check the Hoot Hoot if you want some clarification.
What a weird signal
I know,
name.
right? It was kind of... Alright, let's go to
I'm
the
going
sub-control
for
room.
either the quiet girl in the background for Tim or the violinist because they both have more to them than the talkative girl that's mean. Potentially mean or just blows Tim off. Alright. We've talked to just about everyone here. Maybe we should check outside the studio. What?
I have no idea.
Is Nightbot gone rogue?
Hang on, let me check something. Yeah, let's keep gathering the testimony. Hang on, people.
We're having a lot of weirdness in our chat.
Well, I mean, the chat is kind of slow, too. Let me go to... Whoa, wait. We have, like, a...
Somebody else was banned?
What?
People are getting banned twice.
How does one turn off Nightbot?
Okay, so Nightbot is banning people.
Yeah, Squidward isn't added to the hidden users or banned list. I don't see his name at all. Oh, that person's there.
Are you showing the ban list online? Oh no, okay,
No,
good.
no.
Some people have really weird names in the ban list that are inappropriate.
Yeah, there's no... I mean, it just usually bans people with swear words in their names. There's nothing... I mean, maybe if you're trying to use block words, but that wouldn't ban you. That's weird. Alright, back to the stream. Sorry about that, guys. Going back to the stream now. I just find that really... We're actually getting some partner support from YouTube itself in the summer, officially now, because we're well past the viral video limit or whatever. But I would try avoiding certain words to not get timed out, but there's no official ban that I can see. But anyway, back to the live stream. Okay. What was I doing again? This.
Yeah, I did Pikachu's voice. Is this game a mystery game or a dating simulator from Miles? I don't know.
Might
Well,
be both.
since... Can it be a dating simulator if Tim is forever in the friend zone, Miles? Think about that.
Okay. What's his name? Keith? Hey, Keith, how's Karina doing? She's very upset. She said she needed to be alone for a while. I don't blame her. She clearly was very attached to that violin. It was destroyed right in front of her. Do you have any idea what the accident could have, how it could have happened, Keith? Blah. No, I guess I could have misread the cue sheet. Give me your cue sheet. Do you think we could see the cue sheet? Sure, here it is. Let's see. Camera 2 was supposed to swing from above, shoot from the right, move away and follow. Yeah, the director gives us those in charge of the Yanma camera's cue sheet. A few days before the day of the shoot. We tell the Yanma how to move the cameras based off how that would work. I have a double checklist, but I'm positive I got the instructions right. Is there any chance the director gave you the wrong instructions? Nothing like that's ever happened before. The original cue sheet should be at the sub-control room, so I suppose you could go check that. I want to talk to Karina. I went in anyway. Because...
You went into Karina's dressing room again?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, she's crying. You should console her, Ken.
Cricketoon.
Oh.
Don't sound so sad. You're making me want to cry.
I don't think he sounded sad.
Cricketoon.
Oh, never mind.
It's saying that if it hadn't noticed the trouble with the Yanma sooner, Karina wouldn't have lost her violin. It's not your fault. The violin got destroyed, Cricketoon. Don't be so hard on yourself. I know how to make you feel better. How you doing? Alright, Karina. How are you doing?
Sorry to make you worry. I still feel very mixed up, but I'll be okay. To be honest, I don't really care why the accident happened. Finding out won't bring back my violin anyway!
Oh, Karina. Even if it's true, there's something strange about the accident. As detectives, it's our job to bring that to light. You're right, Pikachu. You're so right.
Wow, Pikachu is losing it. Get it together, Pikachu!
It's Karina's violin, or what's left of it.
That looks bad.
It sucks to say this, but I don't think anyone's gonna be able to repair it.
You got that right.
Dun dun dun.
I play the violin, and I'm gonna say that is unrepairable. Irreparable. I don't know the word, but it cannot be repaired.
Nightbat 1.
So he was also... Okay.
Let us know
we'll
what your
look into
original
it.
name was, and we'll look into it after the stream. Oh yeah, this guy.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on? We're wondering if you could, get your take on the accident? Oh yeah, Hero told me you would be coming by. Actually, I was in the dressing room the whole time, so I didn't see the accident, sorry. Motive! Or wait, no, never mind. Man, a mess like this right in front of President Graham, too. The show's done for. Max. You really care about the show, don't you? Of course I do, but we've had some hiccups since Roger became the producer. Maybe it's time for me to move on.
Alright, Jeff says congrats on 6 years. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, do you think we could talk about the accident that just happened? About the accident, chat. You were in the dressing room the whole time, so you don't really know, huh? Okay. Could you show us your cool mimicking skills again? Oh, you can? Try different signals to see what happens, huh? Tim, give it a shot.
Nice to meet you.
Keaton says,
Whoa!
oh, forget it.
That's the voice of Mr. Graham. Yeah, this is a live Let's Play. Whistle.
And cut!
That must be Hero. What's with the self-contented look, trying to act all cool, are we? Hey, go easy on me, I tried my best. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Max to do that. Yeah, probably more cues than we can imagine. Adjust your collar. It's not doing anything. I guess that's too subtle to cause a cue, huh? Stompfoot.
Get out of my way!
Whoa, that's definitely Ogo, alright. If someone yelled at me like that, I'd definitely have a heart attack. Even if it was a prank. That bird's gonna come into play. I know it is. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, time for to go to the control room. See what we can, figure out. Stream's been going on for about 30 minutes so far. Maybe we'll complete it this time. I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Let us know if you guys are having problems like viewing the stream or anything like that. Hoot. No need to worry. Both Tim and I are fine. About the accident. Hoot hoot. It says the Yanma were dedicated to their work, and it's unthinkable that they'd make a mistake. Sounds like Hoot Hoot trusts them. Hoot Hoot. Hiro, huh? He looked like he was in a state of shock, but he was still saying he wanted to do something to help. Your partner is quite the dependable guy, isn't he? Ah, you're the one who signaled to the Yanma when they needed to start moving, right? Woot woot! So the Yanma started to move as soon as you signaled them, same as always. Hiro said they might have been some kind of communication trouble, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Cameraman. I saw what happened during rehearsal from here. What a mess this has become. Yeah, thankfully we weren't hurt, but Karina's violin was completely destroyed. I know. The responsibility for the accident lies with us. I really hope there's something we can do for Miss Mitchell. Get her another violin. Is there anything you notice about the accident? You know, it did seem like there was something odd about the Yanma's movement. What do you mean? I was checking the footage using this cue sheet, but there was something odd that I couldn't put my finger on. Give me the cue sheet. Okay. Yeah, this is the original script that Hiro wrote. We give copies out to the staff in charge and then keep it under tight security here. Let's see. First camera movement were shot from above. Move away shoot from the right and then move in. And it says camera 2's was shoot from above, shoot from the left, move and follow. That's right. The Yanma should have moved exactly according to this plan. Okay, so now we have the master cue sheet. Roger. Oh. Something's bugging me. Why are you staring at the case list there like that, Pikachu? I just have a feeling that the key to solving this mystery about the accident is hidden in the evidence we've already gathered. In that case, let me help too. Let's go over the case list and think things through. I need to sip of my tea.
Hopefully it's good. It might be too hot.
Everyone is thinking that the Yanma made a mistake. The Yanma say they did what the instructions told them to do. So what caused them to crash into each other?
Let's see.
I wasn't paying attention. The cues for camera 1 and camera 2 are written down. The cues for camera 1 are written down. The cues for camera 2 are written down. The cues for the show that the woman assistant director has are written down. Or the Yanma camera's crew moves when the Hoot Hoot gives the signal. That one. And the one for camera 1 and 2, I think.
Dang it.
Oops. Sorry.
I don't think that's right. You really should check in your case list one more time.
Yeah, this is why I probably shouldn't pay so much attention to the chat. Okay. What could you cause their accident? Alright, does anyone in the chat know?
I don't think that's right. You really should check in your case list.
It's 1 and the cue sheet from Poodle Pup.
Double sheet?
1 and the cue sheet.
Thanks, Poodle Pup.
That's right. It seems that someone tampered with Yanma's plan in order to cause the collision. The question is, how did the staff not notice something like that? Why would one Yanma have 2 movement plans? I don't think this was an accident at all. In fact, I think this is a case for us to solve.
Pikachu's so cute. The Yanma ran into each other because they were given fake instructions. But why did the culprit do that? Maybe the culprit has some kind of grudge against Karina. They tried to destroy the violin as revenge or something. Revenge. And if it weren't for Keith's mistake, Karina would have been the one caught in the accident instead of me. Could have been... it could even be that someone was targeting her directly. Let's go talk to Karina first. Gathering testimony from the victim is the most basic step for any investigation.
And, yeah. Welcome, Hylian Rose. Glad you like watching
Seems
the
like
channel.
someone made a fake movement plan to cause the accident. But why? I can't imagine Karina would have enemies, but let's see what she has to say.
Someone behind the accident. Alright, let's go talk to... Actually, I want to talk to Roger first. Roger.
Right.
Hey there, Tim. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine.
Clifford.
Sorry you had to get caught up in all this. I'm glad you aren't hurt.
Every time they say Clifford, I'm thinking Big Red Dog.
I know,
every time.
You say that every episode.
Oh, I did? Oh,
We
my
haven't
gosh.
figured out the cause of the accident yet. Regardless of the cause, we've got to take this accident very seriously. Still, I'm glad nobody was hurt. Okay. President.
Yes?
Ah, this is the biggest scandal in the history of GNN. How exactly do you take responsibility for this, Roger? Mr. President, please calm down, Mr. Graham. Now he shows his true colors.
Dun, dun, dun!
I don't even want to think about the accident. Who knows how much money we'll have to pay, and all for that silly violin.
What? Her violin is destroyed. You better pay for it, mister.
But sir, the
Sorry.
responsibility for the damage suffered by Miss Mitchell's lies with us. Bah, that has nothing to do with me. It's all because of the staff here are incompetent. I told you to get rid of any useless staff members, but you had to take your time with it. I don't mean to argue, Mr. President, but we have no place for employees that would cause harm to the station. Mr. Graham seems like a completely different person now.
But it's his responsibility. He's the one who hired that guy to hire those employees. He owns the company, so it would be his responsibility.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
How is Karina gonna pay for it? If my violin was destroyed, I could never replace it. I would take years to buy a new one.
Karina, listen calmly, okay?
Alright, now I'm getting all... Okay. Tim, what's going on?
We found out that the accident earlier was actually deliberately caused by someone.
What? But how? Is
Yes.
what you said true? Please tell me everything.
Of course.
Someone had given fake instructions to the Yanma? Is that what caused the accident?
That's right.
But who could do such a thing? Why?
It's possible that the culprit had some grudge against you and destroyed the violin as payback.
Well, if they find out who it is, then that person will have to pay for it.
No, they'll go to jail because everybody gets arrested for misdemeanors. Could you tell us a bit more about your violin in this game?
Oh, yeah. Even if you say the wrong thing, you go to jail.
Yep.
Of course. My grandfather made it for me before he passed away. It's one of a kind. Oh my gosh! This is getting dramatic. It cannot be replaced. Oh, no. Oh, even now when I get discouraged, I remember the message he left for me on the violin. It helps me to feel better.
A message? Message about the violin. There was a message on the violin? Yeah, I never noticed.
Oh, you couldn't have. It's written on the inside of the back plate. After all.
Oh, so you can't see it from the outside.
No, you can't. Actually, I think the only ones who've seen it are me and Cricketoon, since we used to go play in my grandfather's workshop together.
The message on the violin.
So Cricketoon is the culprit.
Maybe it's not her violin after all. It's possible.
Yeah, it could be not hers. If
The
there's...
message on the violin, huh? Something on your mind? I helped Cricketoon pick up the piece of the violin after the accident, but I don't think I saw a message anywhere on the back plate.
What?
Could it be that she just didn't notice it? If it bothers you, we could double check. Yeah.
Right. I'm getting way too involved in the story because my violin is important to me too.
Let's see. The back plate with the message should be this one. But I don't see any message written anywhere. So that means this violin is a fake. The culprit's goal was to steal Karina's violin.
What?
The culprit must have tampered with the Yanma's cue sheet so that the accident would hide the fact that the violin has been swapped. That's
Whoa.
right. He almost got away with it too. I swear I'll catch this culprit, no matter what.
You go, Pikachu. Yeah, if her violin is like one of a kind and made like really special, it could be worth way more than the
Thank
fake
goodness
one.
the violins have been swapped. That means that the real one is still safe. That's the one good thing about all of this.
Okay, so the real violin is okay. I know where the other violin is. First things first, we should tell Karina and Cricketoon about the swapped violin. Then maybe they'd be able to help narrow us down with the culprit. You're right, Pikachu. Alright, so we're gonna talk to... I'll talk to Cricketoon first. Cricketoon! You'll help us find the culprit? Thanks! We could use your help. About the message. Cricketoon! Apparently Cricketoon was present when Karina saw the message too. Ow.
Cricketune.
Cricketune says Karina read the message. I can do it fine.
Sorry!
My darling Karina, even when I'm no longer with you, I will always love you and your music.
Oh my gosh.
Toon!
That's so beautiful.
Oh, something fell off to you too? Cricketune!
I like Cricketune. He's my
The
favorite.
material seemed softer than normal, I see. It must have been difficult for the culprit to get the exact same materials to use.
Oh, they tried to recreate it, but it wasn't as good.
Yep. Karina, the violin is a fake. The culprit arranged for the accident to happen so that nobody would notice the theft.
But then, where is the real violin?
The culprit probably still has it, but please keep this a secret. We don't want the culprit to get nervous and hide it away. Oh, whoops.
What is going on? I never noticed my violin had been swapped with a fake. But I think the one I used for my performance was the real one. I could tell from the tone.
Cricketune!
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, Cricketune says so too. Okay.
I was thinking, how could they make a fake that sounded good? Because if it was fake and made like garbage, it wouldn't sound good. Okay.
Hang on, Tim. Karina has more to tell us. No, she doesn't. That was everything.
And Tim, I love you.
The testimonies we got from the two of them are shedding some light on the crime. Really? Yeah, let's organize what we know to get started. Let's figure out exactly when the violin was swapped. Open up your case notes. The Pikachu voice is killing my throat like when I did the Bale stuff.
Yeah, I
Because
think it is.
I'm doing a stream of this every day.
You're doing it every day.
Now, let's try and figure out when the violin could have been swapped out. First, when do we know for sure that the violin was already, a fake?
Okay. When was the violin switched? When Pikachu was pushing it. No?
No, that's not right. True. By the time I had delivered the violin, it had already been swapped out with the fake one. Now we know when the violin was swapped out with the fake one. But we still need to figure out when was the last time the real violin was seen.
Okay, when was the last one seen? During the performance.
Now why do you think that? So, Karina was using the real violin during her performance. She and Cricketune both confirmed it to be true. And that means the culprit swapped out the violin after Karina finished her performance, but before I moved it.
Okay, so it was switched backstage. Now we know when the violin was swapped. Yeah, the culprit aimed for the exact moment Karina would not be around her violin. Judging from that, and the tampering with the cue sheet, the culprit must have been very familiar with the show. So the culprit is someone who works here. That's what we need to find out now.
Yeah, I would think that the culprit would sell it to Miles, but I think they're gonna do something dumb like they're just in it for the message.
Now we know almost the exact moment when the violin was swapped. The culprit has to be someone involved with the show. Let's find out about the alibis of everyone involved between the time Karina finished playing and I brought out the violin.
The culprit's gonna be Olga. Alright, now we gotta go talk to everybody else.
Thanks, Poodlepop. He says he can't wait to see our reaction at the end, and it is getting dramatic. And Michael Keaton says, you guys are awesome, just like me. Thanks, Michael Keaton. Cracking me up there.
Oh, you were watching TV and saying you're the best thing on the screen? You got confidence.
Oh, there's another.
What did you and Max do before you were done with the first rehearsal? You came back to the dressing room together. I seem to recall you saying that's what you were gonna do, yeah. What's that? You were excited because Max said he'd give you a snack earlier today? You weren't asking about your snack.
Chat touch.
Someone came to call you. They knocked on the door and said something, apparently. Must have been Amelia. Chat. Is Amelia a person or a Pokemon? Why do you ask that?
Chapter.
Apparently a Pokemon stopped by too, in addition to the person. About the Pokemon.
Chat.
It doesn't know who, but apparently someone rammed into the door, and it says it was so surprised that it accidentally yelled out. Yeah, I bet that would be surprising. What did the Pokemon do then?
Chapter.
It ran off making some kind of cry, according to Chatot. Okay, Max, what were you doing?
What?
Oh, still doing your investigation. Go easy on playing detective, alright. Playing detective? Nobody's playing here. Max, you left the studio once the first rehearsal was done, right? Yeah, I figured I'd go over the script one more time in my dressing room while I waited. Did anyone come by during that time? Oh yes, a staff member came to tell me I was in the middle of something so I couldn't open the door, but I said I'd be right out. Oh, so you didn't actually see this person?
I like Max's voice for him. It's cute.
Yeah, that's an alibi. Make sure you remember it.
Alright, so we have Max's alibi. Now, let's go talk with some of the female characters so that Amber can do a brunt of the work.
Yay, I'm a girl.
Oh,
Oh, there's that one.
Kiki.
Kiki.
What are you still upset that I got chosen as the assistant over you?
Kiki.
Ah, don't get too full of myself, huh? Oh yeah, sure, whatever you say. More importantly, there's something we need to ask you.
Kiki.
Do you know what happened at the accident?
Kiki.
It was going around the dressing rooms while avoiding the staff here, so it doesn't know what was going on at the studio. Huh? What was it doing?
Kiki.
Doing a bit of self-promotion? You're definitely persistent, I'll give you that.
Kiki.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kwings working his little voice a lot.
What do you want?
You again. What do you want now?
Oh, come on, you're a detective. Don't let her intimidate you. Go on, ask what you need.
But she's staring with anger through his soul.
Where were you after we finished the first rehearsal?
I stayed in my dressing room, and I was giving Pierogi a nice brushing. I'll have you
Did
know.
anyone stop by during that time?
One of the staff members came to call on me. I answered, although I didn't open the door.
I see. Someone comes all the way to get you. The least you could do is open the door for them.
Psh, they're not worth enough. Although, come to think of it, something odd happened after that.
Olga's alibi. Kind of shady, but I guess.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
She could have had a voice recorder that played her, like, talking and pretended she was there. Okay.
What was this strange occurrence?
Someone came and beat on the door. I looked out through the fogged glass window, but didn't see anyone out there. I wonder what that was all about.
Man, what a yawn. Alright, let's talk to you a bit about before you take your nap. Yeah, what were you guys doing after we finished rehearsal? You came back to the dressing room for a nap. Olga gave you a good brushing, too. So your fur's all perfect. Yeah. Can't really tell. Okay, that was that. Next female. The one over where Magnemite is, which is right here.
So Olga has an alibi? Dun dun dun.
Apparently Pikachu has something to say.
Let me instruct you on some detective tips. Ready? Detective tip number 24. Always smile, because a scowling face could be the sign of a small heart.
What? Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah.
Hey, why are they glaring at each other? Let's see. What are they saying? It's time to decide whose special talents are truly better. It's saying being able to smell the difference of foods with your tongue is more amazing. It's saying making laundry super clean with ultrasonic waves is way cooler. But that's like comparing berries to other berries.
Leppa berries to Oran berries.
Still, we can't leave them like this. What do you think we should do? Have a battle.
Oh my gosh.
Some things can only be resolved in battle, huh? Who knows? Maybe it'll help in some way. Anyway, you need to make up, okay? We can come back and check on them later. Maybe something will have changed. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Ah!
Creepy.
Slithering spiral snake.
Don't get in your way. Hey, chill out. No need to be scary. Magnemite's talents are all mundane and useless. You think I can see my mom getting excited about a super clean laundry. Okay, that was useless. Whoa, calm down. You could shut this whole place down if you're too excited. Telling things apart by smell isn't unusual or interesting at all. Really? I can't think of any other Pokemon that smells through its tongue. Okay, and you. Huh? How about Magnemite and whatever? It's boring because they don't pay attention to you. It's like you're being left out. I don't think they mean to be rude or anything, but maybe, you just like to have company. Okay, whatever, that was useless. This guy. What in the world has gotten into my Pokemon? It's not normally the type to pick fights with other Pokemon. I wonder what set it off this time. R. No, probably not.
The previous recording has gone over the scheduled time. Maybe the Pokemon are getting irritated. I hope they can become friends before the actual filming starts, but seeing how they are now, that may be difficult.
Okay, that was useless. Alright, no violin backstage.
So we learned that people want them to become friends.
Yeah, I guess so. This is a cage where Ugly was sleeping in. Yeah, that was a surprise. Okay, that's useless.
Yep, useless information.
Now we're gonna go talk to all the women. What, Pikachu?
Tim.
Do you remember the strange occurrence at Olga's dressing room? You mean that someone banged on the door? That's right. My theory is that it's the same Pokemon that visited Chatot dressing room. Well, that would make sense. I wonder if we can find this Pokemon and ask it about why it was visiting dressing rooms. It's the other Pokemon. It's this guy. We already know it's him. Where'd he go? There it is.
Kiki.
Okay, they're not gonna let us... Whatever. Okay.
I thought we weren't supposed to go in any dressing rooms, but all we've done in this game is go in people's dressing rooms. And people think Detective Pikachu has a creepy smile. What was I doing after the violin recital? Why are you asking?
We're trying to find out more about the accident. It's alright if you tell us?
Sure. I was in the studio during the rehearsal. I can't leave the Yanma all by themselves. After all.
Alright, so he's clean.
Yep. Luke's voice is getting a little rough, guys, so. You're investigating that accident? That was a mistake by the Yanma, right?
No, it seemed like the accident was deliberately caused for some purpose. Could you help us out?
After Karina's recital, I was checking the footage in the studio together with Hiro.
Okay, he's clean.
Or is he just saying... Okay, no, it's fine.
Oh man, an accident like that and right in front of the president too. What's gonna happen to the show? What's gonna happen to your jobs? Once the violin recital was done, I was checking the footage from the cameras here, just discussing stuff with everyone. Man, wish I could turn back the clock. What should we do, Pikachu? Just let him be until we solve the case. Okay, he's good.
Never mind. Nothing ever goes according to the script, does it? After Karina's performance, I was with Hiro, checking the rest of the plan for today.
You all seem very busy.
Yes, we were all wondering what to do, since Keith didn't come back.
Okay.
What's the matter?
Are you still looking for the accident, Tim? No.
Huh? Oh. Shh. Don't mention the swap violin until we're ready to catch the culprit. Right, I mean, yes.
That's right. Oh, you mean the one Karina played? I was checking the dressing rooms to call on Max and Olga.
But you came back to the studio alone, didn't you? Weren't you able to find them?
Oh, no, not exactly. They both seemed like they were busy, so I just told them what I needed through the door. Sure.
Oh, I see. And did you meet anyone else?
Oh, well, I remember. I ran into Keith near the studio.
I'm trying to make her seem guilty, but I have no idea who did it.
Keep gathering testimony.
I say that it was Amelia.
I know, because she friend-zoned Tim. She deserves to go to jail for that.
Yep.
I went directly to Olga's dressing room for the studio, and I knocked on the door and said we were ready, and she responded, "Thank you, I'll be right there," through the door.
So it's not like Amelia saw Olga. I feel like what's going on to be the key is unraveling this mystery.
I went to get Max after I called Olga. I knocked on his door and I told him we were ready, and he said, "Gotcha, I'll be right out," through the door.
Wow. That's great, Amber.
Thought that's how old guys sound.
Well, that's generalizing.
It's okay because feminism allows. It is generalizing. I apologize to all guys, which is like 90% of the chat.
Okay.
Oh, hey, love you, the Amishman.
There's a violin case there, but we can't look at it.
Nerd Galaxy just hit his elbow on the desk really hard. Ouch.
Okay, so the only person left to talk to is Keith, and I'm trying to think who else. Just these guys. So everybody else has been talked to. Hey, could you tell us about what was going on in the studio before the accident? No, never mind. There was a bit of time between when Pikachu and Karina finished their recital. Was there anyone besides Karina and Amelia who left the studio during that time? I can't tell people apart very well, it says, but there were only 2 people who came and went.
Yan yan.
Sorry.
Yan yan.
We think that the accident was more than just an accident. We're trying to figure out what exactly happened. Was there anyone who left the studio or went backstage once Cricketune and Karina were done? Nobody, huh? Well, you could see the whole studio, so if you saw nobody, I guess that's that. Okay, so the only people left is Keith.
What's up?
Are you investigating the accident? Don't overdo it. Thanks. Where were you during the rehearsal, Keith? I don't think I saw you until right before the accident happened. I went down to the lower floor to call the assistant Pokemon as soon as we found Perugly. And what happened with that? Well, it didn't show up when the scheduled time game, so I called the office to check. Turns out I mixed up the dates, had the schedule wrong, so I ran back to the studio to let Hiro know. So that's why all the ruckus was about. Did you run into anybody on your way back to the studio? Yeah, I recall I ran into Amelia. She just finished calling Max and Olga. It's Amelia.
Now that I think about it, this person couldn't be the culprit.
Pikachu never said that about Amelia.
Yep, I know, right? And again, I'm using Luke's phone, so yeah.
Are you the one in charge of scheduling and managing the assistant Pokemon? That's right. I'm sorry that my mistake put you both in a dangerous spot. Yeah, next time pay closer attention. Don't worry about it. Neither one of us were hurt. Except for Pikachu's pride. Gito.
Ah.
Do you think you'll be able to get back to filming? I'd say the odds are 50-50. I've already put in a request for a new violin. I feel bad for Karina, but she'll have to use the new one. I was in the studio ever since Karina finished her performance. I was making sure the staff knew the plan for the show, checking the footage and so on. We were in the studio then too. I didn't see anyone leave or enter until Amelia and Keith came back. Seems like Hiro and the staff here have a solid alibi.
Yep.
Everybody has a solid alibi.
I know, right?
Let's gather information.
Alright, so I guess we have to go back and talk to Roger and the president.
Levi the Amishman in the chat says there should be a crossover between Ace Attorney and Detective Pikachu. That would be cool.
I don't think Hiro and the staff in the studio could have stolen the violin. In that case, maybe we should tell Hiro what really happened. If the culprit is related to the show or something, maybe he'll know something. Good thinking, but don't forget to tell him to keep it a secret. Okay.
Yep, and thanks for stopping by, Levi.
Hey, about the culprit. The violin was swapped out? And you say there's someone here that did it? Yes. I can't imagine. No, actually, could it be that he... Do you know something? Well, this is just a rumor, but I heard Max has a lot of debt he needs to pay back. The violin was a very valuable one, so he may have stolen it. If he could sell it... it sounds like Max could have motive to steal the violin.
Whoa.
Do I have to talk to everybody now?
I still think it has to do with
What's
the
the matter?
message. What do you... something. And somebody thinks it's a camera guy. But I
About
don't-
when we met.
I ran into Keith on my way back to the studio. He was standing near the entrance, but he looked very depressed.
He was about to go report to Hero that he messed up the assists and Pokemon schedule. And he came back to the studio right after, right?
That's right.
Ah, it's not Amelia.
Aww.
Yes?
Nope, you know. Keith.
What's up?
What?
That's it.
I still think it has to do with the message inside, but it could be either motive. Selling it or the message. Because... yeah. Because I actually notice a difference when I play my violin and then when I do the one from school that's rented, it sounds way different. Because every violin has its own sound. It's not like brass or flute stuff. They're all different.
Sheesh!
It depends like what what they coat the wood with and where the wood is from, what kind of wood you have and where it's made, how old it is. Like all violins sound really different.
Yep.
Except for modern ones that are made from factories, they just don't sound the same. But her grandfather made it, so it would have sounded really awesome.
Hello, Tim. How's the investigation going? I hope you're making progress.
I think we are. Bit by bit, we're getting closer to the culprit.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you so much for everything. If there's anything I can do, please let me know. After my performance, I went backstage to put my violin there.
Hiro asked you to do that, right? Did you see anyone else while you were back there?
I don't remember, but there was a guy named Hero and a Gundam back there. I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's an alibi. Make sure you remember it.
Okay, so that's the alibi.
I don't want to point fingers, but it could have been Olga who stole my violin.
Why would you say that?
Well, Olga had asked me a few times before if I would be willing to part with my violin. Of course, I said no.
Of course, your grandfather made it.
That's right, but it didn't seem like Olga was ready to give up, so she may have planned something like this.
It seems Olga has motive anyway, but we can't just decide she's the culprit based off that. Okay, now what? Guess we go back to...
Oh, that's right. We need evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like...
Are you making progress on the alibis? Oh, well... Oh, come on, you should know what to do. Is there somewhere you haven't checked yet? Like the studio, or the sub-control room, or the dressing rooms for the performers.
Oh, we have to keep checking those? We already did that. Studio, control room, dressing rooms.
Let's go back to all the dressing rooms.
Studio, control room, dressing rooms.
And just to double check. Do Olga again. I don't think she's gonna have anything new to say. Yep, she has something about the violin.
That's right.
So apparently you discussed acquiring Karina's violin a few times?
And so what if I did? Don't tell me you suspect I had anything to do with this whole thing. I wouldn't go and break such an instrument, even if she did refuse.
Sorry.
Humph! I'm the only one who is worthy of that violin anyway. It was destined to become mine!
Whoa, quick, Tim, change the
Oh my
subject.
gosh. But she didn't break that violin. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I think she did it.
Yeah, she's got...
She said it was destined to become hers. That's a little crazy.
You think?
It doesn't belong to. It was made by somebody else's grandfather.
The previous, I'm getting irritated.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. Alright, these guys are useless. Alright, we're going to the studio back. Like
Yay.
the sub-control room. Which is all the way back here. It's actually a pretty big studio. Okay. Oh, here we go. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
What's wrong? Well, about the accident that just happened, it seems like was deliberately caused by someone. What? Then who is the culprit? We're investigating that now. That's why we'd like to know where everyone was during the rehearsal. We were here the whole time. Yes, we were keeping an eye on the studio from here. I think it would be difficult for people here in the sub-control room to swap out the violin.
Yeah, because they were like so far away from it.
Yes. So the culprit is... Wait, what's that? All of our suspects have alibis?
What? Maybe some people are pretending for someone else, like being a cover for somebody else.
Well, this is a conundrum. I didn't expect everyone involved to have alibis. This can only mean one thing. The culprit...
Is everyone! They all were in on it! No. There was no culprit.
That's right. The culprit must have used some sort of trick to create a fake alibi. That being said, I don't think anyone working in the studio or sub-control room had time to do anything elaborate like that. I agree. Our suspects are the people who are moving around on their own. That's 4 people. Max, Olga, Keith, and Amelia. You don't think Amelia is...
Dun, dun, dun.
I know how you feel, but a detective has to keep an objective view of everything. Still, we could use some more information. Now that I think about it, Mimikyu had snuck out of the Pokemon dressing room and has wandered around, right? Maybe if we talk to it, it'll shed some light. Amelia did it.
Why are you hanging on to Amelia, Tim?
Friend zone.
She friend-zoned you!
Move on to Karina.
Don't you remember what she did to you, Tim? My gosh.
Move along, move along.
Get over her, Tim.
Okay, so the people who are
Cut
the...
it loose.
This particular issue is solved.
No, that's, who are the other culprits?
Yeah. Now it's time for us great detectives to show them what we've got.
Expose the culprit who...
Yeah. Now it's time for us great detectives to show them what we've got.
Amelia's gonna get fired. Whoa, wait.
This
That's a long story, Grandson's Dark Knight, and thanks for coming by. He wants to know how you met me. But maybe, I think, yeah, some other video.
Okay, so you can't talk to them anymore. You have to talk to the Pokemon that's wandering around.
It feels like, whoa, alright. It feels like that one Olga, you were able to talk to her about 2 things, but until you went and talked to everyone else, then there was one more added thing you could talk to her about. Which is totally annoying. It's like you have to keep checking back with every single person over and over and over and over and over again. Meow.
What do you want?
Nope.
Why is she so mean?
Just is mean.
Why is it that people with more money and more well-to-do, they become meaner? Like, she has so much stuff, and her Pokemon is famous, and she has all this money. Why does she have to be mean? Why can't she be happy, finally? What's her problem?
Nope, these guys won't have anything.
Why can't she spend that money to give herself a decent hairstyle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It's a character in a game. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I like pink hair, but it's like kind of looks weird on her. No offense.
Has to be Amelia. Although I thought I saw Amelia... No, she wasn't there during the filming. Or was she? I don't know. I'm saying it's Amelia.
What's the matter?
What do you need?
Nope. Where did that one Pokemon go? The one that's, like, traveling in the hallways kind of vanished.
Yeah. You're almost right, Squidward. We actually went to college later. We didn't actually meet there, but yeah, that's really close.
It's close.
That's really close.
Yes.
Nope.
Well, since Luke's wandering around, Luke met me when I was playing my piano, and Luke's mom was working at a school that my dad was working at. And he was helping a little kid go to the bathroom, and he met me because I was playing the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Kwing?
Yep, that's how it went. Yeah! Ah, where is Mimic hiding?
And I was having a really bad day that day because my piano teacher said my my piano was like, I wasn't getting it, and I was really bad. That was really sad. And then Luke came and he's like, oh, I heard this really pretty music. And I was like, what? And my hair was all messed up.
Tim! It's my dream come true! Oh, you can drink coffee!
Guys, where's Mimic hiding? It vanished. Like, Poodle Pop.
After you talk to Mimikyu, the case is basically over from Poodle Pup.
Does
Does anyone know where Mimikyu is hiding? But yeah, the place we met was a school, but not a college. But it was kind of like that, Squidward.
There are times when cautious effort is needed the most, you know?
Go to the stage? Okay. Thanks, guys. I said go to the stage. Alright, so I'll do that. This is the stage, right? Nope, that's not the stage. This is the stage, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. You were wandering around in the dressing rooms during rehearsal, right? Do you think you could tell us more about that time? So you visited the dressing room for Perugly's partner, right? What happened then? Someone kicked the door when you knocked. I'm betting that was the ugly Pokemon? Too narrow-minded. I'm pretty sure it was in a bad mood because you were pounding on the door. You should go make up later. Perugly's partner got mad at you too. You mean Olga was in Max's dressing room? You got yelled at when you knocked on the door, you say. You heard, "Get out of my way." Was that really Olga? I mean, Olga said she was in her own dressing room, and Max didn't say anything about her being in his room either. Did you go into the dressing room at all? You ran away as fast as you could. Well, I guess we have no way of knowing what was really going on then. I would have nothing to do with you as always, man. It looks like it, took rejection really hard. Don't be so depressed. I bet you'll get another chance soon. I've been friend-zoned too. He's right. If you're that motivated, I bet everyone will realize you've got talent. Someday. Don't worry too much.
Aww.
So there's a fake alibi. And there's Mimikyu's knock to consider, too.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Yes, of course. It all makes sense now. A bolt of brilliance! Tim, the culprit is...
The culprit used a trick to make us believe he was somewhere else when he was actually backstage. A trick? That's right. Amelia proved an alibi for the culprit, so she can help us figure it out. Come on, Tim. It's not Amelia. Darn.
Aww. And, yeah.
There's something I'd like to show... there's something I'd like you to show me, Amelia.
Sure, what do you need?
You mentioned that you knocked on the doors for Olga and Max's dressing rooms when you visited them. Do you think you could show me exactly how?
Well, sure, but it's not like I did anything special. I just knocked 3 times. Any staff member at GNN would do the same.
So that's the trick the culprit used. Tim, now's the time to gather everyone in the studio. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, they all knocked 3 times.
I figured out the truth behind the accident.
What are you saying? That one of us here is the culprit?
Yeah, just what do you mean the truth? We're all friends here. Can't say I appreciate the insinuation.
Come on now. Let's allow Tim to speak his mind.
Thank you, Hero. Here it is. I'm not one to mince words. The culprit is...
Go on. You know who it is, don't you?
Alright, I'm gonna say the culprit is Amelia.
What's that? I guess I still have a lot to teach you. Why don't you give that another try?
What?
Okay, the culprit is not Amelia. Max.
Max, it's you. You're the one.
What? Oh, come on. Is this some kind of prank? What on earth would I have to gain from busting up someone's violin?
Nothing. If the violin really was broken. But it isn't broken. That one was a fake, wasn't it?
A fake violin? Oh, what an imagination. How could you come up with a theory like that?
You tell him, Tim.
Okay.
You tell him, Tim. Come on.
We checked the pieces of the violin, but there wasn't a message on them anywhere. Karina told us that her violin had a message written on it from her grandfather, which means the broken one couldn't be hers.
A written message? I never noticed such a thing on it.
Right. That's because it's written on the inside. It's something only Karina could know, since she watched the violin being made.
Right. As a child, I played at my grandfather's workshop. He inscribed a special message for me, and it was written on the inside.
You see? And now that proves the broken violin must have been a fake.
But where's the real one?
I think Max probably knows.
But no, I haven't done anything. Listen, the whole time the violin was backstage, I was in my dressing room. How could I be in two places at once?
Oh boy, this is where you take down his alibi.
Alright, alibi is...
Actually, my guess is it was chat out in the dressing room. You probably used a trick like this.
Gotcha! I'll be right out.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I heard.
Admit it! Admit it!
Chatot, be quiet!
You just made it seem like you were still in that room. And then you swapped the real violin that was backstage with a fake.
Oh,
You have to admit it! You have to admit it!
I had no choice. My popularity's been sagging. I wasn't sure the show would get picked up again. And if it didn't, I knew I'd be let go. I couldn't pay back my debts. I'd be finished.
Oh, Max. You were wrong. I was going to have you continue as our host.
What? But everything I did.
I'm really sorry, Max. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the police.
Everything gets arrested in Detective Pikachu.
Dun, dun, dun.
What a fool he was. In the end, he was the one who didn't believe in his own talent.
Hey, you guys! I found the videos. What's wrong? Why is everyone hanging out here?
So Max was the culprit all along.
Well played, Pikachu. Nope, and that case is closed. Now let's get back on track. Check the video.
Yeah. And congrats, Leo. Not Leo. Levi for getting married for the 21st.
Mako's finally
That's
back with the
awesome.
video. Let's go to the sub-control room and watch it. Maybe he'll show us some clues.
Okay, so we gotta go to the sub-control room.
Oh, and thank you, Miles Green, for the $5 donation. Thanks, Miles.
Okay, let's check this out.
Let's play the whole thing through.
Charizard's in
Remember,
front. We've got a
keep
good
your
shot
eyes
of
on
it.
Charizard.
Yeah.
The daytime parade is now starting. Everyone is excited to see the popular Pokemon of the park marching by. Who better to lead than Charizard? We've been told the theme of this year's
Hey,
parade is
look at that
trees.
balloon.
Oh.
Charizard's eyes turn red.
Amelia, over
Aura
here.
was used after all.
Why is this happening?
This is terrible.
I don't know, but it's a great scoop. But it's too dangerous. We need to get out of here. You're right. We have no choice.
That's the whole video.
Exactly how we heard it from the Pokemon at Fine Park.
Yeah,
Did you find out anything?
maybe. There was something I noticed.
Right, the scene with the balloon. Right there.
Better to lead than Charizard. We've been told the theme of this year's
The balloon
parade.
popped.
Maybe it had R inside. Tim, zoom in on the balloon, and then play it backwards in slow motion.
Okay.
It looks like a needle or something flew at the balloon.
You're right.
But where did it come from? Rewind it a little more.
Yeah, I'm just girl, but then I'll make a really fast, but it's video, it's in a weird vet.
Stop there.
Hey, that's Skorupi. And that man.
Right. The Pokemon at Fine Park told us a man with a Skorupi was after Harry.
You know, that looks almost like it could be Keith.
What? Keith was there? Working with you?
No, not with us. I don't think he was even working at GNN back then.
Mako's right. He only joined us about 6 months ago.
So, it was Keith who caused the incident? He's the one who went after my dad?
Looks like it. And he was hiding in plain sight. Let's go capture Keith.
Who would have thought that Keith was the culprit? Yeah, he fooled us. It's even possible that he knew about Max's plan and used it to try and take you out. Me? Think back to when the violin got busted. Why did we end up helping out in the first place? Well, because Keith had made a mistake about scheduling an assistant Pokemon and... Oh, that's right. There was another suspicious point about his behavior. Do you know what that was? Let's see. The other suspicious point was... Showed Tim where to stand. I'm glad you remember. Keith told you where to stand when I was going to bring out the violin. He must have known that there were cameras that would fall. Do you think Keith and Max were working together? It's not impossible. We can't rule it out anyway. Why would Keith... No, now isn't the time to be asking questions. We need to catch Keith. Let's go, Pikachu. Yeah.
And thank you, Miles, for the $5 donation. Thanks very much.
Yep, thank you, Miles.
And he said, I think Max seems like the culprit.
I think Max does seem like the culprit. But anyway, we reached a save point. Join us next time. I'm having problems talking. As we continue the case that, the father's having problems. Ah, my voice is gonna close.
Yeah, Luke's voice is really going, guys. So, yeah, hopefully tomorrow, unless Luke's voice is terrible, then we probably won't do it tomorrow. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to hit that bell and subscribe for more Detective Pikachu. This will be around 5 or 6 most weekdays and sometimes weekends. Have a great day, everyone, and God bless and happy gaming. See ya!